What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is AkeemHaynes. I'm a two-time Olympic bronze medalist, author, motivational speaker, and sports commentator. On my channel, we talk boxing, MMA, track and field, and of course, motivation and encouraging content. If this is something that you enjoy, then I hope that you subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get into the video. Jose Pedraza versus Richard Commey. What do we think about this fight? This is going to be a good fight. They are both very good matchups, and they're both kind of in similar predicaments in their career at this point. Competitive fighters, but against the best in the division, they came up short, both coming in with 4 losses and recent losses in their last fight. But let's talk about Jose Pedraza. Pedraza is a good technical fighter. I like the way he boxes. The only difference that I would say for me is I would like him to be a lot more aggressive, but he moves well around the ring. Always moving, high guard style of defense, good jab, good counterpuncher, smart fighter in the ring. Against Ramirez early in that fight, he was doing well, countering well, giving Ramirez some different looks from the southpaw stance. He was frustrating Ramirez, making it a little bit harder for him. He kept him at a distance at the beginning with his footwork and his angles that he was taking. Very agile, quick in the ring. He slips in and slips out well, clipping you with a jab and a straight hand along the way. I just thought in that fight, though, he got outworked in his last fight against Ramirez. He didn't let his hands go when he needed to. Didn't throw too many combinations. He just let Jose Ramirez outwork him and pressure him and was just trying to catch him coming in. Pedraza's style works well when he's comfortable, but you make him uncomfortable and he goes much more in a defensive and counter-responsive style than firing back and making his opponent respect him. But again, Jose Pedraza is a tough night for anyone. He's sharp. He gives you different looks. He has 3 losses by decision and that 1 knockout loss coming when he fought Gervonta Davis. So you know he's tough. You know he's durable. You know he's always going to be there. You know he's not going to go away unless you take him out. But for me, I like the way Pedraza boxes. I just would like to see him more aggressive and letting his hands go a lot more when he gets his opponents in certain positions. But let's talk about Richard Commey, the former IBF lightweight champion. I have a lot of respect for Richard Commey. If you haven't heard of him or know of his backstory, if you have a few moments to spare, definitely check it out. He does a lot of great work for his country back home in Ghana. I respect and appreciate that. But Richard Commey does not back away from big fights either. He's been in there with Robert Easter Jr., Teofimo Lopez, Vasily Lomachenko, Ray Beltran, Jackson Marinez. He's got some names on his resume. He came up short in 4 of those big fights, but he's someone who's going to come in and give you everything that he's got. Richard Commey is a puncher boxer. This guy's got power in his hands. How he closes out the show are pretty similar. He gives you that nice 1-2 combination. I'm going to throw the left, and I'm going to throw everything I have in that right hand. As you were trying to think about the left is coming, the right hand comes, and it knocks you out. And if it lands, there's a good chance that you may be going to sleep and you may be on the mat. He's got power in his hand, and he throws it with bad intention. He breaks down his opponents. When he's in rhythm and he feels his groove and he finds his momentum, he's going to impose his will on you. He's going to test you. He's going to test your confidence with that right hand. He wants to make this an ugly fight. His footwork isn't the best. He doesn't cut off the ring very well. He's not the best technical boxer, but he throws a lot of punches in rounds, and that's part of his strength. When he's letting his hands go and he's throwing punches, he may not land a lot of them. But when he's throwing so much of them, he's going to get his opponents to back off of him. And even though all of his punches may not land, it helps what he may be trying to do next, and that's set up that right hand. I think this fight is going to be an interesting fight. I think if Richard Commey doesn't take out Pedraza in the first 7 rounds, I think it favors Pedraza. In the later rounds, Pedraza will pop shot you all night and score points if you let him. He's a better technical boxer than Commey. Commey has more power, but I think Pedraza moves better and is more accurate than Commey. And that might work in his favor as the fight goes on, as Richard Commey's energy fades. So to me, this is a 50-50 fight. I don't think Richard Commey can outbox Pedraza, but I don't think Pedraza can knock out Commey or keep him off of him consistently with his power. So it's a take your pick type of fight. Who do you believe in more? I think Pedraza wins this one on points, right? He's been more active this year. And Richard Commey does not do well when he's fighting against boxers who can move and take angles and switch angles that are fast and they're quick. He doesn't do well with those boxers. And I think Pedraza has those same similarities, and Pedraza moves around the ring very well. And so I think that will give him some problems. So I have Jose Pedraza winning this one on points. Who do you have winning this fight? Let me know in the comments section below. If you would like to support the channel, there's a couple ways that you can do so. You can like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to support by way of donation, you can find options in the description below. Also, my Cash App handle will be on screen as well. Any amount goes towards the growth of this channel and will be greatly appreciated. So with all that being said, if you've been watching the video this long, then do me a favor and subscribe to the channel, and we'll definitely see you next time.